Hi everyone, I hope you are doing well. So today I actually wanted to do a little video on why energy readings regarding your twin flame, regarding the DM, are keeping you in separation, are not going to help get you to union. And the reason why I wanted to make this video is because yesterday I was able to see that the top search from the twin flame community on YouTube is energy updates regarding their twin. And so let me just put it this way. The number one search in YouTube is the number one cause for keeping you in separation from your twin. So I was hoping to dedicate this video to kind of going and diving in deeper as to why you want to stay away from these updates. And hopefully that can put you on track to your union with your twin flame. Now, first off, let's talk about what the energy readings actually show us. It basically shows us that as long as twin flames are looking on the outside to see what their twin is doing, they are not getting closer to union, simply because the focus is on your twin and not on yourself. And it simply means that you have not understood the task of this journey. It's kind of really sad because if you take a look at how many people are in the twin flame community now looking for answers, the more you go to these energy updates, you will consistently keep that focus on your twin and not understand the task of doing your inner work, which is the only thing that is going to shift you energetically to be able to get you to union, if that's what you really want on this journey. I want to talk about 3 key reasons why energetic updates are keeping you from actually reaching union with your twin. First of all, very simple. As long as you continue to focus mentally on your twin, you cannot come into union with them. That is because you are just focused on the mind and you are not making the necessary energetic shifts with your meditation, with your inner work, in order to reach union. The more energy you send towards your twin, the further they are going to run from you and, forget, even if you are in no contact with them, they are not coming back for union. First thing. Secondly is that there are a lot of generalizations on these collective readings, on these energetic updates. Let's talk about those that focus on astrology, numerology, all of that. Now, those are for a much larger collective. Now, we know not all twins come into union together. So what if you were listening, thinking that you have reached a state of union? 2022 was powerful. 2023 is powerful. You're now in 2025. If you are still looping in the same cycles and have not come into union, you really need to take a hard look at what you can do differently, because clearly what you've been doing so far has not brought you into union. So where does the shift need to take place now so that 2025, 2026, or 2027 could be your year for union? What is it that you can actually control? Number 3, I would like to preface this by saying that I do not believe that any of the readers are trying to mislead or misguide the twin flame community. That is not the point of you staying away from these energy readings. What I am saying is that if you are focused on collective readings, thinking that this is for you, and it may not be, you are nevertheless still moving further away from union, and that is not helping you. So what you want to be able to do is really shift that. So with that being said, I will say that a lot of these energy readings are romanticized. They are being delivered by individuals that don't understand the twin flame connection. So, it could possibly be that the information that they're sharing, even though they mean for it to be true, is not relevant to you. And if you are still sitting there waiting and hoping that that applies to you and this is going to help you shift and it doesn't, then the only person that has really lost time in reaching union in this painful connection is really you. So with that being said, I would like to kind of re-emphasize that you really want to take control back on this journey to focusing on yourself and moving away from these energy readings that might be the number one cause of keeping you in separation from your twin flame. overall, I'd like to kind of say that if you have been listening to the readings, if you have been applying things that you've heard and they are not working, that means you need to shift in this connection and try something different. This will require you to move away from the energy readings, totally retracting all of that attention and focus from the outside back towards yourself so that you can shift energetically. This is an energetic connection, and it's the only thing, once you understand what this connection is really about, you will be able to make the necessary shifts to come into union with your twin flame. The other thing I want to talk about is stepping into your divine purpose is really massive on this twin flame journey. And if you are nowhere near that, then you might want to retake a look at the actions you've taken so far onto your journey and really how that's going to help you move towards your purpose, which is going to be required to come into union on this journey. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope this was helpful. God bless.